Hello, everybody. We're just having a bit of giggle. Sorry, I'm late, but I can't work this IT thing out. And every time I move, Richard says the whole thing moves with me, so the background moves with me. And we're trying to work out how to do it, but because I'm a bit dozy and don't know how to work my iPad, I can't do it. So I've just, it's one of them things. Me and IT, I'm absolute rubbish. Hello, everybody. It's me, Deb Clarke, if you don't know me. A few hellos. We're streaming to Facebook and YouTube. Please share if you can. That'll be good. We'll say a few hellos and then we'll do some mediumship, which is just all about chatting with your loved ones in the spirit world. And that's all I do. Chat with your loved ones who want to talk to you, and I'll just pass on their messages. And that's basically it. So we'll say a few hellos and then we'll start. Hiya, Wendy, Mrs. MB. If you knew, let us know where you're from, like Laura has, Laura Grant from Canada. Wonder what time of the day it is there, Laura. Catherine Smith. Hiya, Catherine. Maldine. Oh, look at this. We've got a few from Canada in. Mal's from Canada as well. If you want to share and tag and do whatever else you can do. Hiya, Brennan Monaghan. I don't know if I've seen you before either, Wendy. Oh, they're asking if you're feeling better, Richard. Hello, Nicola Kirsick. He says he is. He sounds better because he's cheekier and he's telling me off. So, yeah, it does sound better. Sharon, hiya, Sharon. Catherine, hello, Catherine. I haven't seen you before, I don't think. Is there anybody on here that's followed me from TikTok? Because I've been on TikTok a little bit as well. So I'm trying to get people to come to Facebook as well. Scotland, yeah, I want to visit Scotland. I've been looking at coming up there, Mrs. MB. New but UK. UK is good, Ruth. We like the UK. Hi, Sharon from Telford, not far. Tracy Foster. Colleen, hello, Colleen. I haven't seen you for a while, have I, Colleen? Laura, 11:08. Oh, 11. Is that in the morning then? Hiya, Wendy. Simone from Australia. Hiya, Simone. Oh, TikTok, Melanie. Melanie's come over from TikTok. Oh, it works then. Me plugging it on TikTok, it works. Hello, Wendy, Julie. There's quite a few of you on. So if there's any newbies, like I say, just mediumship, no cards or anything like that. And the way I work is sometimes I'm drawn to somebody, but because there's loads of people on and the messages keep going up, hiya, Mitch. Sometimes I have to give out the information. And if you can take it, let me know. Hold on. Sun Pure from the Netherlands. If I pronounce your name wrong, sorry. Lorraine, hiya, Lorraine. Oh, 11:08 a.m. Mitch. Hi, Richard. Hi, Spirit Family. Gloucester. Oh, I like Gloucester as well. Hiya, Steph. I must get out and about. If you want to invite me anywhere to do any charity, I'm plugging myself now. I'm terrible. Plugging myself. If you, Ohio. Or if anyone, you foreign people over USA and all over the place want me to come over to you and do a demonstration, let me know. Hiya, Sheena. I'm being cheeky now. So mediumship, like I say, either drawn to the name or I will give the information. And if you can take it, proper message as quick as you can, telling me what you can take, not just yes, I can take it, because I don't understand what you can take then. Okay. And then every now and again, if you could just acknowledge that you're still there and you can take whatever we're giving you. Let us know. Bear in mind that Richard is looking at the messages as well, and he's the one that puts them on the screen. Don't bombard him too much because he's just recovering, so he needs some tenderness. So don't bombard him too much, especially with I'd like a message. It's down to Spirit who give the messages. I don't pick. I don't select who I'm going to read. It's down to Spirit. They tell me who they want to read for. So it's down to them. And that's basically it. And I'll give you loads of information. All you've got to do is take it on board and go and check it with your friends and your family as well, because they will involve some of your family as well. Okay. So the message might not just be for you. It might involve the family. So just take everything on board and then go and check it out, and also wait for it to happen as well. And that's basically That's basically how it works. I'm just waiting. I've got a dad here, but I don't know where he's going yet. It's making me laugh because I've got this dad standing next to me, and I've said, I've got a dad here and I don't know where I'm going. And he's just said to me, I don't know where I'm going half the time either. So this is a lovely dad with a real good sense of humour, looking for a daughter on here, he tells me, but he has got more than one daughter as well. Okay. And he tells me that he wants to say two daughters. The two daughters have been getting together and talking about him, especially as it's near Christmas, because obviously he's missed near Christmas. But he says the two daughters have got themselves together and have been talking about him over a hot cup of coffee. And apparently one of them has had this cup of coffee, and as she's been talking, he says she's forgotten how hot it is, and it's actually kind of burnt her. You know what I mean? Oh, that's hot. She's gone, oh, that's hot. Okay, so if anybody could take that, let me know for this lovely dad. He also connects to the name John as well. He's talking about that. And he's taken me into a churchyard. Okay. And somebody has been walking through a graveyard recently and been looking at the graves as well. So there's that link as well as this dad. So it's a dad talking about his daughters, talking about him. And also the interest in the gravestones is saying somebody's got an interest in gravestones as well. He's bringing that in, and also the month of July. Now he's also doing this. So at one stage he must have had a tash, because he's giving me one of those handlebar moustaches as well. So he's doing a little bit of this. Or I don't know whether he tried to grow one at one stage, or he used to have one, but he's talking about a handlebar kind of moustache. He's bringing that in as well. So let's find out where we are. Well, I can't stop the comments, can I? Let's have a look. So if anybody could take that, tap up. All right, that connects with the name John. Also connected with the name Laura as well. He knows of a Laura as well. He's talking about that, and he is talking to me about up north. He's talking about as well. So there's a connection to the north. So it could be for you, but it should be for you, Nikki. You know what I mean? It either is or it isn't for you. All right, but I can give you a little bit more. But he's talking about the link to north as well. He's also talking about the name Joseph as well. He's bringing that in. Hiya, Kayla. The name Joseph will mean something to you as well. And he is also talking about the month of June means something as well. He's just waiting to see. Somebody's been smelling spirit around them as well, like perfumes, that type of thing. Hiya, Jane. Been smelling the perfume around them as well. He's telling me that somebody who he belongs to, hiya, Janet, has got a lovely connection with spirit. They actually do. I'm not going to make it fit, Mitch, but I'm not too worried about the names. They will be right, but it's a matter for you to find out where they belong. So I'm not too worried on names. If you can't take them straight away, you'll just find out where they are. Let's have a look. My daughter is Laura. Hold on a minute, Wendy. Then he's also talking about you, isn't there? So the month of June means something as well. Richard's having to go through the messages. I thought there was nobody could take in. Apparently there's quite a few. All right. I don't feel it's Anne. I'm not going towards Anne. I'm going towards another lady. Hold on. He's got to have two daughters though, because there's two daughters actually spoken to him or spoken about him recently. He's talking about that as well. Wendy, has he got two daughters, Wendy? Because he's telling me two daughters were talking about him recently, and one almost scalded their mouth as well, and some hot coffee. He's bringing that in as well. He's also talking about, he's giving me a little bit more now because he knows we're narrowing it down. He's talking about pancakes, and he's talking about the flipping of pancakes. So he's got that as a memory. It looks like there's been a bit of a competition at one stage, who can flip the pancake the best or something like that. But he's also talking about how much can you take, Nicole? He's also talking to me about, when you make an omelette and you put it into or under the grill to finish it off. He's doing that. So I don't know if he used to do that or you do that with an omelette. Somebody's quite a good cook, I think, by the look of it. He's talking to me about that. Who do you want to go to? I am one of four. I'm the only daughter. You see, Wendy, no, he wants two daughters because he's talking about this chit chat that's been going on. All right. So, Anne, who was the other ones? Sorry, this is how we narrow it down. There's so many messages that Richard has to go to, and I can only see the ones that the two daughters would be his siblings. On the third omelette, exactly how my dad did that. I'll go to Mitch then, because obviously the omelette is important. All right, so we'll go to Mitch then. We're coming to you then, Mitch, with this lovely dad. He wants me to remind you, though, Mitch, that he does do that with his tash. So somebody must have had a tash. If it weren't him, it's somebody else. So he's doing that with one of those tashes. All right. And the month of June means something to you, and he's heard this conversation about him. That's why that's why I've popped in. He says, but he just say that people have been sensing him around. Is saying people have been feeling me around, but they're not too sure. They're a little bit like this. He says they're a little bit like this, but it is me. It is me. He's saying I'm learning. He says I'm learning. He says, and he's talking about moving things as well, Mitch. So watch for little things being moved as well. Okay, it's just that he must have been a good laugh, because he's just said to me, moving things a bit like a poltergeist. He says a bit like a poltergeist. So he's having a good laugh, that type of thing. Now he's changed the subject now, because he's gone into a cupboard, into a food cupboard, and he's got a bag of flour, and it's falling over and it's gone everywhere. So I don't know if this is a memory or it's due to happen, but he's talking about this bag of flour that's just come out and it's splashed and it's gone everywhere. He's having a bit of a laugh about that. He's talking about he is talking a lot about cooking. So I don't know if he enjoyed his cooking, because he's now put the flour in a bowl and he's mixing it with eggs. Oh, I know what he's doing. Hold on a sec. He's got an electric meat mixer. He's going back to the olden days, and he's beat up this ready for the cake. All right. And he's licking, he's going to give it to somebody. We used to lick the bowl, didn't we? And lick the whisk as well, with all the, with the mixture. He's bringing that as a memory as well. He's talking to me about that. Okay. He's just made me say to you, Mitch, there are things coming up on the horizon. He's saying things that you can't see, things that you don't understand, he's saying, but it will all become clear. And I said to him, what do you mean by that? And he's saying, because you feel a little bit confused at the moment. You know that there's something going on around you. He's saying you're in a bit of a state of confusion or something like that. You know what I mean? So he's saying it will all become clear. He's saying he's taking you to Blackpool. He's giving you a link to Blackpool as well. He's talking to me about that. What are you putting on me now? Now, Mitch, he's putting a mask on me. But you remember those ones, I don't know how old you are, with just a bit of elastic around them. You know what I mean? Plastic mask with just a bit of an elastic around it. Now, this looks like a bit of a scary mask, and I can't understand why he wants to put it on my face, or he's talking about a scary mask. So I'm not sure whether it's a memory or perhaps it's symbolic for somebody that's hiding behind a mask or something. Oh, I think it is. Hang on a minute. He's explaining himself. He says it's because, I hope that the clarity is in my favour as opposed to, yeah, I think it is. The mask is putting that almost on you as if you're trying to hide. Oh, I know what he's saying. Hang on. It's like you've got this mask on and you're like trying to hide your true self. Okay, you're trying to hide your true self, and he's trying to make you take that mask off, because he's calling you beautiful, all right, inside and out. That's what he's saying. So take that mask off. Also, he's saying let people help you. He's describing you as stubborn. Sorry, he's describing you as stubborn, and he wants you to let people help you. All right, that's what he's talking about. He says, I've come mainly, he says, because they were talking about me, and I just wanted to be involved in the conversation, and I wanted to let them know that I am around. I know what's going on. He says, oh, there's a gambler here with me, he's saying. So he's got somebody that used to gamble a bit, not a lot, but somebody that used to gamble a bit. There's also a gentleman in spirit that wants to say hello to you that used to smell smoke. Oh, smell smoke. You should smell smoke around you, Mitch, from a gentleman in spirit that used to have a pipe as well. And also, Oh, I can't see what that is. Something aftershave. I'll have to put that to one side because I can't quite see where he likes his brute, by the way, but there's this other aftershave. I don't think I'm going to get the name of it now. But anyway, you'll smell aftershave from him as well. Okay. Betty in spirit wants to say hello to you, and also Joan as well. But I think his main thing is to let you know that he's around. All right. You talk to him a lot, so he's acknowledging that you're listening, that he's listening to you. That's basically where it is. And I think he's going to go now. So I'm going now. He says, I'm going now. Now he's actually walking with a bit of a limp. So I don't know if he walked with a bit of a limp down here or whether that's you, but that's how he's walking off, with a little bit of a limp. So he's aware of somebody that had this problem with a leg as well. So he's off. Before he goes, he's giving you a bald eagle. That's lovely. I love eagles, but this is a lovely, great big bald eagle for you. Not telling me why, so hopefully you'll understand it. So I'm going to leave his love with you. He's lovely. So I'll leave his love with you. Hope that was okay for you. Oh, got a lovely lady shouting at me, shouting, Yvonne, but I don't know whether that's her name or we've got an Yvonne in here. Have we got an Yvonne on here that's got a mom in spirit? I think because it's Rachel. How do you get a reading? Oh, Rachel, it's just spirit. They'll draw me to you if you need the reading. You'll see how I work. I'm just drawn, or I'll give out the information. And if you can take it all, let me know. All right, or let Richard know by a text thing, a message thing. But yeah, I've got a lovely lady at the moment shouting at me, shouting Yvonne. So, bold evil. Okay, so a lovely lady that's called Yvonne, or Yvonne on here, that's got a mom in spirit. Who's got a mom in spirit called Yvonne, or the connection to the mom? She's lovely, she is, because she smells nice as well. She's got this lovely perfume. Line, what do you mean? You see, this is what I don't understand. When you said just put yes, but put yes, I can take Yvonne as a mom in spirit or something like that. So I know it's you, because I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else. I want an Yvonne in spirit, and I also want a mom as well. Okay, so let me know. Somebody's either got Yvonne as a mom, or they're Yvonne down here. I think this is her name actually. But she's bringing through a mom as well. She's coming as a mom to somebody on here. All right, she's lovely. Like I say, she smells nice as well. She's got a lovely scent around her. She likes her what's that called? Estee Lauder perfume. She's talking to me about that, so she likes that. And she also is talking about Daisy perfume as well. That one with the big daisy on the top. Somebody likes that down here. She's talking to me about that as well. Okay, so we've got the lovely mom, the name Yvonne, the scent of Estee Lauder that you should be smelling, and also the daisy connection, the daisy perfume that she's talking about to me as well. I'm just looking at the comments as they come up. You can do them a bit quicker if you want, Richard. Yvonne is a sister on earth. Nicole, what do you mean, Nicole? What can you take with the Yvonne? Yvonne in spirit? My nan is in spirit. Yvonne is a sister on earth. Nah. I don't think that's... I'm just going nah because I don't think that's the one. I'll give you a little bit more. She's also talking now. She's got Betty with her as well. So there is a Betty up there as well. And there's a big Alsatian dog that she's aware of as well. So she's talking to me about this Alsatian dog. And she's also talking about stamps. But she's heard this conversation where somebody said, I need to get some stamps. I need to get some stamps. Probably to send their thingy-bobs off. You know, their cards off. But she's heard this conversation about stamps as well. Okay, so shouting Yvonne. See if you can take the stamp bit. Do you get a rough age with a Deb? I lost a friend, Yvonne, and Lord, that is relevant to my favourite perfume. Do you get an age? They don't give me ages all the time. They just give the information because they expect you to be able to take what they give. I can't remember who that was now. Oh, yes, her Estee Lauder would... Oh, there's somebody else as well, isn't there? Oh, come on, where am I? Where am I? See, I'm confused. They're making me do this because they're waiting for comments to come up. So they're waiting for somebody here. I just want to get to the right person. So we've got Mom, Yvonne, Daisy perfume, that other perfume, Estee Lauder perfume. Also a conversation that's gone on about them, the usual. I also looked at a photograph as well. She's telling me that somebody's looked at a photograph recently as well. And an Alsatian dog is important, she's just said to me. Nicole, what's Nicole say there? My nan loved the perfume. My mum is in spirit with her. I can take the dog to Yvonne, is the sister on earth. She was always asking to go to the shops for stamps. Right. Nicole, let's come to you then. Let's come to you and see if it works for you. I've got a feeling I'm with somebody else as well, but let's work with you for now then, with your nan. Okay, if this is for you then, the month of November will mean something to you, and also January will mean something to you, she says as well. And you've got a granddad up there as well that's talking at me as well, so a granddad. But there is somebody in spirit also that used to roll cigarettes as well. You should understand that. I hope you remember. Your nan's talking about him as well, rolling the cigarettes, rolling the cigarettes. She's also talking about the new baby coming around you, Yvonne, and this is Yvonne. I'll keep calling you that. But the new baby coming around you. Okay, and this is family as well. Now, Yvonne needs some healing because she's made me go straight to her. So Yvonne needs some healing. And she also wants to acknowledge that Yvonne talks to her as well. So she must send her prayers up to her as well. All right, she's pretty close by the look of it, but she sends her prayers up to her. So she's acknowledging that as well. She just said Doris is here as well. Doris is here. So if you don't understand these names, go and ask Yvonne or somebody a little bit older than you as well. Now, she's just said to me there are 2 babies in spirit with her as well. And she's just talking about the ferry, going on the ferry. You know, one of these big ferries. She's talking about that. So watch for the trip that somebody's going on to the ferry for, that she's bringing in. She's actually bringing in Ireland as well. So watch for the island, okay, because she's bringing that in as well. There is a Catholic link in your family as well, somewhere, Nicole, that she's bringing in. And she also wants to bring a memory of, do you remember the chokers we used to wear? I mean, we used to wear black velvet choker. Yeah, that's what it's called. Right, okay. A black velvet choker, and she's putting something on it. It looks like a little pearl to me. Okay, so she's got the memory of this as well. She just said to me, talking about pearls, she says, there's a pearl up here as well. Okay, so remember Pearl as well. You can remember her. She's saying that there is a wedding coming up around you as well. So watch for the wedding. And also the month of April will mean something as well. In fact, she tells me that there are 2 dates in April that will mean something as well. She's saying she wants to talk about you now. She's just said to me she needs you. I'm pointing at you. You need to put your feet up, she's saying. You're doing too much running around and it's like my feet are aching. So she's just saying you need to put your feet up and relax. You need to put your feet up. Somebody's been, I can see if that's you in the picture, but she's been watching somebody that's been playing with their hair, and it's their parting. They're moving it to one side and they're moving it to the next side. And she's just putting, oh, she's just talking about that. Still talking to me about hair, but she's putting in little slides now with daisies on, with flowers on. So somebody used to wear little slides with flowers on. She's putting those in as well. She says somebody overplucked their eyebrows and they went really thin. All right, she's having a bit of a giggle about that as well. She wants to give you books to study. She's talking about study. All right, so watch for the books coming your way and the study coming your way. Apparently you're quite creative as well, because she's giving you a great big bouquet of flowers where it's like you're arranging them. You're arranging these flowers, and she's saying that you're very creative. Okay, anything else? The name Mildred, that's an unusual name from Spirit, wants to say hello to you. And also Henry wants to say hello to you as well. Anything else? There is also, besides the Alsatian, there's a lovely golden retriever in spirit as well. All right. Okay, I don't stop. She's right. That's you with the hair. But she's talking about a golden retriever in spirit as well that's with her. Somebody had one of those. In fact, somebody also in spirit used to keep their chickens as well, because she's got chickens around her as well. She just wanted to pop in. Why do you want to pop in? She wants to pop in because she's talking about like they all do, they just want to let you know that they're around and let you know they're listening to the conversation. And Yvonne has spoken about her as well. Okay, so she wants to acknowledge to Yvonne that she's still listening to her, and also that Yvonne is smelling perfume around her as well, and she doesn't understand where it's coming from, and it's from her. Okay, so just let your family know that she's still around and she's watching over everybody. She's saying, I'm watching over everybody, she's saying. So I hope that was okay for you, Nicole, with your studying that's going to come up as well, because she's blowing your kisses. So I hope that was okay for you. I'll leave her love with you. There you go. I'm sure they're my great grandparents. Okay, blowing your kisses. Okay, so I hope that was okay. A lovely gent in spirit now called Stephen with a PH wants to talk to somebody on here. So Stephen with a PH is telling me as well. Now he's going up north slightly. He's putting me where I used to live, which is Coventry, and he's putting me up north of there for some unknown reason. So he came from above Coventry on the map. But his name's Stephen, and he's just told me off because he said, God, your geography is rubbish. And I just said, yeah, I know it is. But he's lovely. He's got a good sense of humour. I think he's looking for a lady, but we'll find out. He's got a good sense of humour because he's just said, I'm always looking for a lady, always looking for a lady, he says. Now, Stephen has got a link with the military as well, because he's talking to me about a military link in the family as well. So he's bringing that with a good sense of humour, but also talking about lovely eyes, shiny, bright eyes, he's saying. Okay, he's talking about that as well. He's talking about somebody down here, but he's talking about somebody with an interest in horse riding. Is bringing that, is Stephen. So there's somebody down here that's got this interest in horse riding as well, is bringing that. In fact, I don't know whether they've got, because it's almost like I'm looking at this horse in a paddock. So I don't know whether they've got their own horse and he's aware of that, but he's bringing this horse in a paddock down here, is Stephen. Who are you looking for? Just looking for somebody on here, if somebody can take him. He's been up in spirit a while as well. Okay. Nicole, you can tell her that yourself. Just loads of kisses too. Okay. You just tell her yourself, talk to them yourself, because they do hear you. Yeah, Stephen from spirit talking about the love of horses down here as well. Let's have a look, see where we are. Who do you want to go to? It's just said to me, a middle-aged lady. He's just said to me, a middle-aged lady. When I've said, who do you want to talk to? Right, come on then. Stephen. Can you see anybody or not, Richard? If not, I'll just move on. Stephen with a PH. Nobody can take him. He'll stand by the side of me. Oh, Dawny Taylor. Your mum says you need some healing. Okay, Dawny. Oh, I've got your nan here as well. I've got two ladies here for you. Friends don't know Stephen and his family. Friends don't. Was Stephen, his family going? Do you mean your friend's dad, do you, Nicola? I think Stephen, his family going into the races. Is this who you want? It's got to be Stephen with a PH, because he's definitely about that. Used to have horses for years. It's got to be a Steve with a PH, because he's quite definite about that, and he is talking about the paddock as well. Yeah, you need a bit of healing, Dawn. Okay, she's talking about, and she's also talking about. Hiya, David. Dawny. I'll just go on to Dawny for a minute, because I think this will be quite quick. But she's just, as soon as you shot up there, she's all Dawn. She needs some healing. She needs some healing. She needs to put her feet up, and they want to put glasses on you as well, Dawny. So I don't know if you're having trouble with your eyes or you just need an update or something, but they're putting glasses on you. I'll tell you what she's doing. She's putting bifocals, you know, those kind of things on you. She's talking about that as well. She's also got a baby with her in spirit, but she says there's a new one coming, but this is on a friend link, Dawny. So watch for the new baby. There's a link to London, she tells me, and she says that there is somebody at the moment that are thinking about moving, but they're unsure at the moment, so it's not going to happen yet. But she says somebody's got it in their head that they would like to move. All right, so she's talking about that as well. Watch for the spider, Dawny, she's just said. So I don't know if you're afraid of spiders. I'll tell you what, I could see this spider. It's a big one, and it's going across the keys on a piano for some unknown reason. So I don't know if you've got a piano or it's a memory for you, but she's putting it on a piano and it's going like this straight across the keys on a piano. She wants to bring that in. She's also talking about music, Dawny, because she's bringing in a violin. But this is somebody playing a violin that she's aware of. She's bringing that in as well. So watch for that as well. The name Janet down here, she says Janet needs a little bit of healing. Okay, whoever Janet is around you as well. She keeps pointing at you, Dawn, for a house move. So I don't know whether this is for you. Oh, you bought a keyboard. This is for you, the house move, but she keeps doing that for you. So watch for the house move. There is, I'm going back to an Irish and Catholic link around you as well that she's bringing in. So watch for that as well. And also she's talking about the name Dora from Spirit. And also I think they're separate because she's saying Dora and then she's saying Doreen as well. So watch for those names. She's aware of Mark down here as well. She says, I'm aware of Mark. I'm aware of January the 15th. She wants to say to you, January the 15th. She's just making me have trouble with my words. So I don't know if she's talking about, it isn't her actually. She's just said to me, this is a gentleman in spirit. Oh, right. This is a gentleman in spirit that before he passed, he had trouble getting his words out. He could get them out, but he had problems, okay, getting his words out. And she just wants to say he's here and he just wants to say hello to you. All right, there you go. She wants me to give you the name Henrietta. So that's a lovely name, isn't it? The name Henrietta will mean something to you, and the name May will mean something to you. I'm giggling a bit because she's just brought forth a hamster or a guinea pig. I can't tell the difference, but a hamster or a guinea pig she's just brought for you as well. She's having a laugh at that. Okay, is it your dad? He wants to say hello then. She just gave me Jack and Jill. And I said, what do you mean, the nursery rhymes? And she said, no, the names Jack and Jill should mean something. But she's come because she wants to make sure that you put your feet up. She doesn't think you're putting your feet up enough. You need to relax. And she's talking about when you do relax, you feel guilty because you're not doing anything. Okay. And she wants you to relax. Get a book. Catherine Cookson is a good book. She's saying that Catherine Cookson. She's talking about, and those somebody must have the same as my nan, Dawny, Reader's Digest books where you can get them in a row and they've got numbers at the bottom. She's talking to me about that as well. But she says, I just wanted to answer you, Dawny, to let you know that I'm listening. Okay, so you obviously speak to her a lot, but she just wanted to answer you. Okay, and I think she's going now. She's leaving you with she's lovely. She's left you with an angel, but she's also put a lovely halo around your head as well, Dawn. Okay, so she's done that for you as well. She's lovely, and give you some sprinkles. I've got to sprinkle you in stardust as well. She wants me to give you that. So I'm going to leave her love with you because I'm looking for Stephen, because Stephen's still here waiting patiently. He's quite a nice Stephen. All right, okay, because he's just said to me, ladies first. He's saying ladies first. So Stephen with the PH is still here talking about the paddock and the horses, talking about that as well. Talking about, I don't know whether this is a memory. He's talking about a horse that was lame as well. I don't know whether he means at the moment, but he's aware of a horse that went lame as well. Okay. Is it you, Kelly? Do you understand the horse that went lame that he's talking about as well? And this was in a back leg. He's talking about, there you go. He's talking about lame, a lame horse as well. Who do you want to go to? Should you go for Nicola? Friends, brother, soldier. Oh, yeah, of course, I did say connected to the military, didn't I? Stephen, I'm middle-aged and had horses all my life. He was so handsome, blue. Oh, is this who you want? Deborah. It might well be. Let's go to Deborah for a minute. I think you're going to end up being the messenger if you know how to get in touch with his relatives by the feel of it, Deborah. Okay. I think you are. I'll go to Deborah then, Deborah, because I think he wants to come to you. I think you're going to have to pass the message on, because he's talking also that there is an anniversary to do with him nearby as well. So I don't know if you're aware of that. He's talking about that. He's a cheeky chappy. I want to describe him as a cheeky chappy as well. Okay, but he's talking about lovely eyes. He's talking about the horses. He's talking about the month of June will mean something. And also October will mean something to you as well. He's also talking, I don't know what he's quite doing here, but if I had a shirt on or a collar or something, I would be doing it right up to the very top, Deborah. And I feel like it's a bit tight. So I don't know if this is going to be actually symbolic for somebody's feeling a bit choked. You know what I mean? I don't understand what he's trying to say, because he's just doing it symbolically, doing this thing up really tight, and he feels like he's being choked, but I think it's symbolic for somebody down here. Now he's come, he says, obviously because they've been speaking about him, obviously because there's this anniversary that's coming up as well. Okay, now he's talking about a mom also with a limp that's got problems with their legs. So there's a mum down here somewhere that he's talking about that's got problems with the legs. They've got a little bit of a limp. I don't know if I'm going up to my hips as well. So there's this kind of problem going on, as there is aware of. Okay, so I'm going to leave him with you anyway. So I might come to Kelly in a minute. So if it's for you, lady, pass the message on. It's okay, Deborah, because he wanted to let you know there is okay, or he wants his friends to know there is okay. You'll find, there you go, you'll find that you will come into contact with his sister and you can pass it all on. But he's talking about, because there's this anniversary to do with him or something coming up or just gone, he wants to reassure everybody, these are his words, by the way, he wants to reassure everybody there is okay. And he's talking about this, is the lady with the poorly legs. He's aware of that as well. Keep talking to me, he's saying. Keep talking to me. He has got Doris up there, so I don't know if your mum knows Doris, but he's talking about her as well. Keep talking, because I do hear you, he's saying. Tell his mum, so I know she's got bad legs, but he wants to make sure she takes care when she's walking, because it's like tripping up, or it's indoors and it's on a carpet. So what, she don't trip on carpets or rugs indoors or slip. That's what he's concerned about. But I'm sure he'll be back, but he just wants you to pass on the message, or he's listening and is okay. And the smells that his mom and the friends, his sister or whoever, are getting round her or him. All right, because he's playing them up a little bit, moving things, trying to get their attention. All right, so I'll leave his love with you. And Kelly, I'll come back to you then with Stephen. All right, because you... my partner's brother was in the army, so we'll give you a little bit more then to reassure you that it's coming through for you. So it's your partner's brother. He's lovely, he is. Like I say, I'm going back a little bit because he's describing himself as a cheeky chappy. And I don't know whether this is a memory for your other half, Kelly. He's got me a pint of beer and he's pouring it over somebody's head. So I don't know what this is about, but he's pouring this. He's laughing his head off and pouring a pint of beer over somebody. He's also wanting to play darts as well. He's playing darts. So I don't know if that's a memory for him as well. But he wants me to play darts as well. But he's the same. He just wants to reassure everybody he's here and he's listening. Apparently, yes, September means something to you or your partner as well. He's talking about the month of September will mean something. In fact, there's 2 dates in September. All right. Somebody, I know we do, but he wants to let people know. He heard somebody say, oh, I wish you were here. I wish you were here. He's saying, okay. And he's acknowledging that as well. And also he says that somebody lit a candle for him as well. He says to me and to you, Kelly, that when he was here, he wouldn't have believed in all this stuff. And that's what he's calling it, stuff. In fact, he said, well, I wouldn't have believed in all this rubbish. He says, when I was here, I'd have thought it was rubbish, he's saying. But now he does. Okay, he says, I've met my nan up here as well. He says, his words are, I've met my nan, I've met my extended family, he says, up here as well. And I believe in it now, he's saying, I sure believe in it now. He wants to just talk to you quickly, Kelly, but he wants to give you stars. So I don't know if you like your stars, but he's going out into the He's saying, I'm going out into the night sky. He's saying, I want to give her stars. Okay, but I also want to give her the northern lights as well. So watch for the northern lights coming up somewhere as well. Kelly wants to give you that. He also, he wants to thank you for looking after his brother. He wants to thank you for doing that. Okay, and he does acknowledge that his brother is hard work sometimes. Okay, he's acknowledging that, just having a bit of a giggle. So a funny lad, but just wanted to reassure everybody that we're still around. Okay, so I'm leaving his love with you, Kelly. Blowing your kisses. Okay, you obviously know they're around you anywhere. Okay, at least laugh at you. Ah, well, they all find out when they're up there, don't they, Kelly? Eh? But he's blowing your kisses. He's lovely. He is. Nice person to be around. Who have I got here? I've got another lady now. Oh, yeah, 15th, yeah. Oh, Charmaine, shall we see if we can get somebody? Oh, and then January the 15th. We'll go to you then, Charmaine. I know I just shouted out randomly on another message, but we'll see if there's anybody that wants to talk to you and we'll work that way then. So January the 15th. I'll tell you what, I used to do sign language. And when you sign in happy, it's like this. And this nan of yours is doing happy birthday. All right, happy birthday. But she's doing it in sign language for some reason. I'm doing it in sign language, she's just said to me, because there's somebody around you, Charmaine, that's having a few issues with their ears. Oh, actually, it's not a medical thing. It's because they're not listening, she's saying. They're not listening. She's making me shout. They are not listening. It's almost as if they want to, they need their ears syringing, Charmaine. But I don't know if she's doing it as a joke or she's serious. So I'll leave that little bit with you, but she's bringing that to you as well. Now, she's talking about there are 2 babies that have gone to spirit as well that she's bringing up, or she's getting involved with us. She's just said to me, 2 babies here, she's saying. She's also talking about somebody called Alan. So Alan is down here. She's aware of Alan. She's just mentioning him. Now, I don't know if you're the one that likes to go through the churchyard as well, Charmaine, looking at the gravestones. But she's talking about somebody wandering through the gravestones. She's saying, having a look at the gravestones. Okay, so she's aware of that. Now, she wants me to give you the name Harriet. So hold on to the name Harriet that she's talking about as well. And also the surname Johnson she's talking about as well. So find out where the Johnson belongs as well. Now, she's putting on a cowboy hat on me. And when I ask her why, okay, she's talking about somebody that likes their cowboys, but also line dancing. So there's that interest around you as well that she's bringing up. She just said to me, yeah. So somebody's into their line dancing and cowboys as well. In fact, she's taking me now to over USA, wherever it is, on a ranch. So I don't know if that's going to be a link for you as well. So watch for that coming up. She's actually taken me to, she says, North Carolina as well. So watch for the link to North Carolina coming up, she's saying. Watch for that as well. And also talking about going across the Indian Ocean for somebody as well. Not telling me where. She just said, oh, somebody's going to be going across the Indian Ocean. So watch for the bit of travelling that's coming up around you as well. And she's mentioning the name Catherine. Oh, is it you? They're mentioning the name Catherine down here. Just not saying much, just mentioning her name. She says that you have got a nosy neighbour. All right. She's just having a bit of a giggle about nosy neighbours in your street. She's saying no problem with them at all, but they just like to know what's going on. She's saying that. She's also saying there is somebody that drives too quickly because I've got the police cars behind me. So whoever this is that's driving a bit too, they like to do 40 in a 30 mile an hour limit, and they've got police cars behind them. So whoever does this, okay, watch for that. All right, because she's bringing that in as well. She's just shouted at me, oh, bingo. So I don't know if you know, Nan likes bingo, but she's just said bingo, bingo. Now she's talking about, you look quite young if that's your picture on there, but she's talking to me about a game show on the telly called Celebrity Squares. So it must mean something. I don't know if she's saying she watched it. She's making me do it like this, you know, Celebrity Squares, she's saying. So she's got a link to that, or she used to like it. Okay, talking to me about that. She's just taken me straight over. I know I'm talking about traveling, but there's a lot going on with you, Charmaine, or people around you with the traveling. She's took me straight over to Austria, and she's dressed me up in their, I think it's their dress, you know what I mean, where they're wearing the shorts and they're wearing the braces, the fancy braces. So there's some link there. I don't know if somebody wants to go over there, but she's bringing in Austria. She says somebody's been talking about a cruise here as well. Okay, she's obviously watching you, isn't it? Somebody's been talking about a cruise. Now she's maybe read your comment there, so she'll respond to that, I think, because she's talking about a pen that has all the different colours in it. You know those thick pens where you can get all the different colours in it? You pull the thing down like this and it changes colour. For some reason, she wants me to give you one of those. So I don't know if you've got one of them, but she's bringing that to you. She's also given me the name Iris in spirit as well. She's come in, she says, just to pop in and say hello, just to pop in and say hello, because she's saying that sometimes you think you'll never get a message. And that's why she shouted out, and obviously you can take your birthday, because she feels as though you say to yourself, oh, I'll never get a message. But you have, she's saying, but you have. Anything else before you go? Before she goes, she's saying, get on your dancing shoes, Charmaine, because to me that means you're going somewhere nice. All right, dressing up and going somewhere nice. Get on your dancing shoes, she's saying. Also, July, another 15th for you, she wants to give you. But this is July the 15th she's talking about. And also St. Michael's Church. She wants me to give you that as well. And some church with the Church of the Latter Saints or something of Latter Saints. She wants me to give you that as well. But she's telling me that because she says that there's a Catholic link in your family as well. She's going to go now, but she says, I just wanted to pop in. So I hope that was okay for you. Just know that you're doing well, she's saying, in case you're wondering. She said, just tell her she's doing well. She's doing well. She'll be with your son, don't worry. You're doing well. Okay, Charmaine. She'll look after your son, don't worry. It's just that she's coming through. So I'm blowing you kisses, so I hope that was okay for you. Did you let balloons off for your son, Charmaine, or I've got somebody else with me? Let balloons off? Because she's talking to me about balloons being let off. But I'll leave her love with you. Okay. Got a gentleman. I've got a gentleman with me now that's calling himself, he's just said to me, I'm John Thomas. Okay. So a lovely gent in spirit that's saying his name is John Thomas. You all right, Richard? Oh, do you? Oh, right. Oh, there you go then. It's all right. Richard knows somebody with a similar name, but not quite the same. But he's saying his name is John Thomas. So if anybody's got that gentleman in, I don't know whether this might be his middle name or his surname. He's just said to me, I'm John Thomas. And he's quite firm as well. He's just matter of fact. That's what I want to call him. I'm John Thomas. So if anybody takes somebody called John Thomas in spirit, let me know. He's also saying he's got your nan here as well. So he's going to bring in a nan. So I don't know how much he's going to be connected to you, but you should know him. You did, yes. What do you mean, Charmaine? Anyway, John Thomas. So if anybody else can take a John Thomas, let me know. But he's coming in with a nan as well. So I'm hoping when I get all the comments up, somebody can take him. John Thomas. Okay, let's see. John Thomas, bringing in the nan. Thomas Jan. No, John Thomas again. I can't change it. They give me the names so he knows what he's saying. He just said, I'm John Thomas, quite matter of a fact as well. So I know that that's his name. John Thomas. He's got your nan in spirit with him. I don't think he may be a neighbour or something like that, because I don't feel that he's very close. I think he's come because of his name and he wants to bring in your nan. as well. So let's see where we are. John Thomas with a nan. Just waiting for somebody to comment. Was John. Could be my nan's brother-in-law, but I need the surname Thomas, Thomas as well, or the middle name Thomas, because he's calling himself Thomas. John Thomas. On a message, my mum. Oh, can't read that one. So Stacey Thomas. That's unusual, isn't it? Do you know a John in spirit taste? John Thomas, a few generations. You got a nan in spirit as well, in an Afro-American accent. Let's have a look. My dad used to put on an accent, shouting John Thomas. Let's have a see then. I'm John Thomas. And have you got a nan in spirit as well, David? I'll soon see if it's you, because it'll give me a little bit more to make sure to make sure it was you. But he is bringing a nan in as well. Okay. John, but not sure. No, you grab the John and the Thomas, Casey, because he's come as John Thomas. Okay, but I want John as well. That's why I asked you, Stacey, in case you knew a John as well in spirit, and it was a John Thomas. No, not Casey then. Let's go back to, what was his name? Let's go back to the David. David. Let me give you a bit more, David, to make sure I'm with you. But if anyone else can take it, let us know, and I'll split the link in a minute. Right, John Thomas is shouting to me as well. You've been smelling smoke around you, David, and also a nanny's coming in as well. And a lovely lady, very smart dressed lady coming in. I don't know whether this is your mum or your nan, to be honest, but this is a very smartly dressed lady wearing suits. So somebody in spirit used to wear a suit, very smartly dressed, and she's got little heels on her shoes as well, just little heels. So and she's got pearls on as well, David. This lady I've got with me has got strands of pearls on as well, so I'm hoping you can take her, because she's coming through as well. But it's Dad that's coming through first, and like I say, he should be smelling smoke around you with him. And also he's going splash it on, as to, you know, the old spice type thing as well. So he's going for the old fashioned aftershave as well. Splash it on, he's talking about. Now he's doing a bit of this, and while I'm asking him, he's talking about growing a beard. Somebody's, I don't know whether he means him or you, but he's talking about somebody growing a beard and they're having a bit of a trouble. It's a bit patchy. It's not much good, he's saying. It's not much good, but he's having a bit of a giggle about that as well. He wants to link you with London as well. He's talking about London, all right, but there's trips. There's more than one, because it's backwards and forwards. So watch for the trips to London as well. He's talking to me about, because there must be a link to London, David, because he's giving me that saying apples and pears, but saying it in this London accent. So I know there's a London link with you as well. He's gone on to the London Eye. Okay, he's showing me the London Eye now, but he's he's talking to me about the London Eye, and somebody that doesn't like heights, because I can see him going to the top of the London Eye on those little carriage things, but it's like it's stuck. So I don't know what's going on there, whether it stops at the top, but there's somebody that's been on that or is going to go on it that doesn't like the heights. He's just bringing that in, having a bit of a giggle. He's just said to me, watch your legs, David, watch your legs, but it's like they're aching a lot. He's talking about aching legs with you as well. And he's also talking about somebody's ankles cracking a little bit. Somebody's having problems with their ankles. He's bringing that in as well. He's got the ticking clock with him. All right, although there is a memory of a loud ticking clock somewhere, it's symbolic for somebody watching the clock, waiting for something. So he's aware of that as well. He's just said, he's not telling me what, but somebody's waiting for something to happen. But he's taking, hang on. He's just showing me a shooting up the stairs. He's showing me a shooting star as well, David. So I don't know if you've seen that yet, but he for some reason wants me to show you a shooting star. But he's also taking you to the Northern Lights as well. He's bringing the Northern Lights in with you. I just want to bring your nan in, because your nan's wanting to give you a hug, but she's also wanting to feed you as well. She's talking about feeding, and making sure that you eat your 3 meals as well. She's talking to me about that as well. So she's there to give you a big hug and make sure you eat your 3 meals as well. Oh, that's the memory. She's given me the memory of a pudding, and it is those, you know, those pears you get in the juice in the cans. She's given me one of those with carnation milk, all right, as a memory. So somebody must have had the carnation milk with the pears, quarter pears, she's saying. Okay, so she's bringing that in as a memory as well. She says she's got Joe up there as well, but there is a Joan as well. So there's Joe and there's also Joan in there as well. I'm trying to get a surname. She's trying to say a surname for me and I can't quite catch it. It's something like Hextall, Hextall. So watch for that name as well around you. She's talking about that as well. She says to me, somebody's doing the family tree. Somebody's looked at her photograph as well. And she says she's been compared, her looks have been compared to somebody down here. All right, your nan. So somebody looks like her down here. All right, she's talking to me about that as well. Anything else? She wants to give you, she's gone back to her food, but what is that stuff? Oh, I think it's blancmange, I can see, but it's a white coloured stuff. It's horrible. It's in a bowl. She's talking about puddings to me at the moment, but this is kind of a blancmange thing in a, the pears in a bowl like blancmange. I'll just give you that because she's talking sherry trifle. She's saying sherry trifle. She says, I've got Ethel up here with me as well. So there's an Ethel in spirit. Now, your dad's coming through first. No specific message, just wanting to be remembered, I think, and just say hello. Oh, he's just said to me, it's time for me to pop in. I have to pop in every now and again, he's saying. So it's time to pop in and say hello. Watch for the robin. All right, you're doing the family tree. Watch for the robin as well, and that's coming your way. Especially because I can see you're a golfer, aren't you, by the look of it. Watch for this robin that's coming close on a golf course as well. Okay, that's coming up to you as well. He's bringing that in. Okay, blancmange, yeah. But just wants to say hello, all right. Somebody, before he goes, he's going to go now, but he just wants to talk about somebody down here that's got an issue with one of their eyes. It's getting a bit irritated. It's not serious or something, but it's like I'm itchy, and it's just the one eye. I'm having to close it, but there's that sort of thing. Oh, hang on. Don't know if somebody's got something on in it. I don't know if it's a memory. Watch it anyway, David. Something to do with an itchy eye or something. Looks like I've got something stuck in it. Hopefully it's a past thing, but he's bringing that. But he's sending all his love. He's saying, oh, you know what he wants to call you, brother? So I don't know if you've got the habit of calling people brother, when they hug, or you have, but he's just said, I'm sending all my love together with your nan. So I hope that was okay. They're wandering off now. That's why I'm hesitating, because I can see them wandering off. So I'm leaving all their love with you. I hope that was okay for you, David. Is there anyone else, Richard? Did you spot anyone else that could take it? Doesn't matter. Ooh. Just a minute. Yeah, I know it's nearly my time, but I've just had somebody in spirit that's talking about Hillsborough. Okay. The Hillsborough disaster. So I've got somebody is this live or I'm watching? Oh, hiya, Kat. No, you're live. I'm live at the moment. I'm live. I've been live for about an hour, so not much longer. But if anybody could take anyone in spirit that passed with in the Hillsborough disaster all those years ago at the football, let me know. This is a gent, by the way. A gentleman's coming forward talking about the Hillsborough disaster. I was in that because he's making me feel hard to breathe. So I know he passed them. So if anybody could take him before we go, let me know. He's lovely. He was a dad as well. He's talking about being a dad. He also used to wear a cap because he just put a cap on me as well. But he was at Hillsborough and he did pass during Hillsborough. Okay. Yeah. I think it's quite a while ago now, but I can't see the comments at the moment, but That's all right, David. If anybody knew anyone, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just park him. But if anybody watches this live and take a gent, a dad figure in spirit that did pass. My husband lost 3 friends in the Hillsborough. Hold on then, Pam. I don't know which one this is. If you're 3 friends, if it is for you, I'll give you a little bit more. But he used to go regular. He's a regular goer to the ground. He's talking to me about that, and he did wear a cap at one stage as well. Okay, very smart as well. He's just saying I had the loudest voice. He could shout the loudest. He's talking to me about that as well. The name Roger will mean something to you as well, Pam, if it is for you. All right, he's connecting with somebody called Roger as well. He says, I knew a Roger. All right, he's talking to me about that as well. He's also talking about a link to Liverpool as well. So there is the link to Liverpool as well that he's bringing in. All right, but he's not saying a lot, but he just wanted to be remembered. It's like if I was him, I'd be looking over at me to see what's going on. He wants to see exactly what I'm doing, I think. That's what he's come for. Just a bit of a nose, he's saying, but I went in the Hillsborough disaster. So Roger, the link to Merseyside, he's just said to me, the link to Merseyside. But if it's not for you, if it's for somebody else, if you recognise him, he had glasses as well. He's putting on glasses. So I know he wore his glasses as well. So he's got a cap and he's got his glasses as well. He had a bit of weight to him, not too much, he's saying, but I had a little bit of weight to me, he's saying, around his belly. But he's, like I say, the Hillsborough connection, that's how he went. Okay. You know who this is then, do you, Pam? He just wants to be remembered. I think he just wants to pop in. It's like, I'm interested, you know what I mean? I'm interested in what's going on, he's saying. He's not saying any much more other than he does like his cars because he's talking to me about cars. But these are old kind of fashion cars as well, not really up-to-date ones, you know, the old ones. He's talking about that as well. So he loved his cars as well, but he just wanted to pop in and say hello. I don't think he's going to give much more than that, Pam. All right. So if he was yours or your husband's, okay, he's sending his love if it was for you. But other than that, it's not giving a lot more. So I'm going to leave it now because I've just about done enough. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back. I'll probably pop on randomly because I'm not doing a lot the next couple of weeks, so you'll probably see me pop on randomly. So follow us, and also on TikTok as well. I think there's somebody on. Is there somebody on tomorrow, Richard? Ashley Robertson's on tomorrow at 7:00. Okay, if anyone wants to join, and then just have a look at the website and you'll see who's on next. Because we have got a few people, even though it's Christmas, we'll have a few people on, and join us on TikTok as well. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you all again soon. So bye for now. Bye. Bye, Nicola.